Hola, ¿qué tal familia? Bienvenidos al canal. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, donde quiera que me veáis. Soy Zara69 de Zona de Gamers y estamos en PolarDread. Tenemos ahí a alguien que nos mira con unos ojos azules. Si nos acercamos vemos que es como una especie de robot, algo raro, no lo sé. Esto da miedo, ¿eh? Aquí hay un botón que apretamos al estar. Ahí están los credits. No parece de base help. No sé. Esto... Texture Painter, Texture Creator. Vamos a ver. No sé qué ha pasado. Monday, Tuesday, ¿qué pasa aquí? Join our Discord. Mix Fight, no sé qué. Tutorial. No sé el tutorial, ¿no? Vamos a ver de qué va esto. Esto está en App Lap, ¿vale? PolarDread. La verdad que me parece que se acaba de pillar.
Hello, player, and welcome to PolarDread. Now, we don't have an actual narration yet for this tutorial, so you're going to be stuck with me
instead.
Esto
se parece a los mierdas estos de los animatronics.
So the first thing I want to introduce you to is the basic mechanics of the game, because it's going to get a little complex in the later nights of the game, and you have to know how to manage everything in the room. I think a good place to start would be your door controls. So, if you look down to the right of the room, you should see a door that has some fairy lights at the top.
Esto tiene pinta de ser
this
como
is
el
going to
rollo
be
de
your
los
main office
animatronics.
entrance, and this is how a lot of the enemies are going to try to get into your room. Now, if you look down at your table, you should see that there's a little button on it that's to the far right. This will actually toggle the door, opening it or closing it. Now, don't worry about the door opening on its own, because it's going to stay shut if you hold it shut. As soon as you toggle it back off again, though, the door will open, meaning that enemies can get through. Now, the reason you want to keep the door open sometimes is because you have a power limit. You can actually view this limit on your watch using the green rim that surrounds the time. Once that green rim turns red, that's power that you've effectively lost, but you cannot get back until the end of your shift. So you have to manage all your power the best you can. Now, another thing I want to address is the ventilation duct behind you. If you were to turn around, you should see a ventilation duct behind you. This is where some enemies are going to come crawling through, and in order to shut them out, first, you have to detect them by pushing the X button in your controller. You'll turn on the flashlight on your left hand. You can use this to look into darker areas of the office if you feel like it's needed. This does not take up any power, so you can be as trigger happy with it as you want. When you have your light focused in the dark vent, you might see something in there. If you do, you look to the right to the vent where you should see a little button. This works like the door control. You toggle it on and off and it shuts out the vent, preventing any creatures from getting inside. Now, if you turn around to face the front again, you should see a little tablet that's mounted in front of you, and then behind that tablet you should see a giant flat screen on the wall that has a camera system on it. You can basically use this tablet by touching a room to toggle that camera feed to the room that you've just touched. This is so that you can tell where all the enemies are without needing to actually leave the office. It's always good to look at the cameras if you don't know where an enemy is, because otherwise they can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. Now, the last thing I want to tell you about is how to force grab items in this game. There are some items that are currently out of your reach. You can actually grab them and pull them towards you using a simple 3-step system. First off, reach your hand towards whatever object you want to grab, and if it has a blue highlight, you're doing it correctly. And then, make a fist by squeezing either the trigger or the grip button. And then, once you have it locked in, swing your arm backwards and it'll come flying towards you, where you can then catch it out of the air. You'll require some more items during the later nights of the game, so you want to make sure you're able to reach as many of them as you possibly can during the spare time that you have between encounters. That's all for now, though, so I'll just let you win the game.
Esto se ha ido. Vamos a jugar el tutorial. No sé yo si juego el juego, Y a mí esto me da miedo. Venga, va. Press Tiger. ¿Ves que? Venga. Hemos cerrado la puerta. Es el lobby. Hola. Breco. Adelante, Breco. He cerrado la puerta. No sé si tengo que jugar con la puerta cerrada, ¿no? A mí, eso que esté esa cabeza ahí no me gusta nada. Mira. He visto uno. He visto uno. Míralo. ¿Y qué le hago? ¿Cómo puedo cargármelo? Me da miedo. Lo que está pasando por ahí ahora. Yo estoy aquí. Pago está en el lobby. ¿Y qué tengo que hacer? A entrar en el estudio. Hostia puta, su puta madre. Me ha pillado.
You should have sealed that vent.
Oh.
Kill me.
Me ha pillado. Bueno, oye, es una alternativa al juego este de los animatronics, no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba, pero es una alternativa gratuita. App Lap PolarDread, una alternativa al juego de los animatronics, no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba ese juego. Oye, está bien para que le guste esto de los sustos y estas cosas así. A mí es que no me gusta nada, me sugestiona mucho, así que vamos a dejar aquí el vídeo. No hemos pasado ni el primer día, ni pasaremos más. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Hasta la próxima. Recordad, PolarDread en App Lap. Chao, chao.